What's up, contractors? It's Doug. Hope everyone is doing well. So I wanted to make a relatively quick video about a significant problem that you could be dealing with and you don't even know it. You may be getting hit with a penalty on your workers' compensation insurance that's costing you a lot of money. More concerning is the fact that most of your peers and your competitors are probably not getting hit with this same penalty. Do you ever wonder why some of your competitors can lowball bids yet still seem like they're maintaining a profit? So the name of the penalty that's costing you so much money is called your experience modification factor. And I'm going to explain what that is in this video. But if paying too much for work comp insurance was a crime, or if getting beat by competitors who lowballed their bids consistently was a crime, your experience modification factor needs to be one of the top suspects. So let's jump in. In a nutshell, you, as a contractor with employees, are required to buy work comp insurance. And this is designed to protect, if your employees get injured on the job, your work comp insurance is going to step in and cover those injuries and potentially their lost wages. So you probably already know that. But it's not enough to just buy this comp insurance. Your state, whatever state you're in, they want you to maintain a safe work environment and keep your employees safe and avoid injuries in the first place. So what they've done is they've partnered with what they call rating bureaus. And they've instructed these rating bureaus to come up with a number. And this number gets applied to your work comp insurance. So if you keep your employees safe, this number is going to actually help you get a credit on your work comp insurance, this experience modification factor. On the flip side, though, if your employees get injured, every time your employee gets injured, they're going to use this same experience modification factor. These rating bureaus are going to come up with a factor to penalize you. And and keep in mind, your insurance carrier and your insurance broker don't have any say over this matter, really, because a lot of you, when your work comp insurance goes up, you say, I'm just going to shop, get a new broker, I'm going to get a new carrier. Remember, the state is mandating that this penalty be applied. So it's going to follow you no matter where you go. So if your experience modification factor is bad and it's costing you a lot of penalty dollars and you switch carriers or switch brokers, that bad mod's coming with you. So you just purchased insurance to protect your employees, but you're going to be penalized for having to use it. And fair or not, that's just how it is. Let's look at how this plays out. I'm just giving you some really basic elementary numbers here. We're going to do a deeper dive in some numbers in a second, but I just wanted to give you a visual. So here you've got two scenarios, a credit mod and a penalty mod. So in this scenario, the work comp premium was rated out as $100,000, and the rating bureau via the state, or the state via the rating bureau, stepped in and said, you know what, this company's performing well, they're keeping their employees safe, they're not having any injuries. So apply this mod, a credit to them, which is going to reduce their spend from, in this scenario, from $100,000 to $75,000. So I don't want you to dismiss the importance of understanding how your mod works, because the dollar amount can be significant. Sometimes the penalty you get on a mod is more than what you would have spent on the insurance without, if the mod didn't exist. So the mod penalty can be gigantic. So do not dismiss this. But on the flip side, let's say $100,000 in premium, and the bureau said, you know what, this company is not performing as well as expected. They're having too many injuries. So we're going to hit them with the penalty. So in this scenario, the same premium, $100,000, ended up ultimately costing $125,000. It's a big spread. Let's look at a real live plumber. This is a plumbing contractor that I recently started working with in New Jersey. And there's a lot of moving numbers here, but I promise you I'm going to walk you through them. So this plumber has three types of employees on their books. They've got the actual plumbers. They have outside salespeople, which is also sometimes just their executive or one or two executives. And then they have a lot of clerical office people doing work behind the scenes. This payroll number for the clerical office was a little high for them, but I mean, this is what they gave us. So if you look at their plumber's payroll of $1,574,000, and then over here you have the rate that the state says they need to be charged for their work comp payroll premium associated with this payroll, you take this 1.5 million, you divide it by 100, and you multiply it by 5.86, and you get the 92,228. Same methodology for their outside salespeople, the same methodology for their clerical office. Now, every different business can have different classifications of employees on there, but they're still working with state-applied rates, especially, like, again, in this state of New Jersey. So ultimately, what happened is the insurance carrier said, for this company, we rated them out at $96,248. That's the premium we rated out for a plumbing contractor in New Jersey with $3 million worth of payroll. But let's look at what happens when the mod gets applied, this mod factor. This company, and I'm calling them ABC Company, has a mod of a 1.845. What that means is the rating bureau and the state are telling the insurance carrier, it's like, hey, insurance carrier, so you price this thing out at $96,248. But now we want you to multiply that by 1.845. That's the mod factor, which is going to add another $81,330 in penalty to this contractor, to this plumbing contractor's work comp premium, almost doubling their work comp premium. So what started out at $96,248, ended up costing this plumbing contractor $177,578. So I really want to now take this a little bit deeper and give you some perspective. In several states, including New Jersey, I'm able to look up the mod factor for pretty much any employer in the state. So I asked this plumbing contractor, I said, give me two of your biggest competitors, because I want to look up their mod, and I want to see for every $3 million in payroll, do they have, how much are they having to spend on work comp insurance compared to you? Because this may be really eye-opening for you as to why you're struggling to compete with these guys. So the contractor did that. He gave me two of their direct competitors. Competitor number one has a mod of a 1.04. So it's still a penalty mod because it's higher than one. So you're going to take this 1.04, multiply it by 96,248, and it's going to be only a $3,800 penalty. So for $3 million in payroll, this plumbing competitor is only spending $100,000 on their work comp premium, where the company I just started work with is spending $177,000. So desperate situation these guys are in. But remember, I said that the mod can work for you or against you. And so these two situations, it worked against both of these companies, obviously ABC Company to a larger degree. But let's see what happens when it works for you. So competitor number two, they have what's called a credit mod. It's a 0.83. So when you multiply 96,248 times 0.83, it's going to reduce that number. It's going to reduce it by $16,362. So competitor number two for $3 million worth of payroll is only spending $79,886 on their work comp. That's a big gap. It's like a $100,000 difference on work comp coverage for three companies doing the exact same work in the exact same state. Look at what these, so I built out some bid rates to really help this ABC Company plumbing contractor understand it in a language that they typically speak. So when competitor number two needed to build in their insurance costs into their bids, they had a rate of $2.65 for every $100 in payroll that they need to build into their bids. Where the plumbing contractor I just started working with has to build in $5.88 for every $100 of payroll. They can't compete. They can't compete. So what happens is this contractor, ABC Company, sees this company's bids and they're like, oh, these guys just don't know what the hell they're talking about. And I'm not going to sit here and throw money out the window or start chasing these poor low bidding jobs. So let them have it. Yet behind the scenes, this competitor's smiling because they know that they're spending less on work comp, significantly less, and they've got lower bid rates. So they can lowball the bids and still run a successful business. This is why contractors lose bids. And this is causing so many other problems for you, but this is something that really sticks out, what it does to your bid rates. Why haven't you been told this? Seems crazy, right? Well, I want you to think about it. There's a few reasons why you haven't been told this. Number one is your broker makes commission on your premium. So let's say in this situation, the broker is making about 5% commission on the premium. Well, the more premium there is, the more commission that broker is going to make. So if the broker sees the mod is going up, what kind of broker you're dealing with or agent are you dealing with. They're kind of disincentivized to help this company drive the mod down because that means the broker's going to lose money because the premium is going to go down. So it's a huge conflict of interest in our industry, and it's hurting contractors like you. But I think just being educated on what's happening is going to put you in the driver's seat. The second reason why this may be happening is just the agent doesn't know what the heck they're doing. Most agents, and I mean most, even some of the biggest ones out there, do not understand how the mod works because depending on the mod can be different in a variety of states, so it's just hard to keep track. They just have no concept, and they just the agents have just kind of said, you know what, it just kind of is what it is. So they've conditioned contractors like you to think, oh, it is what it is. Nothing could be farther than the truth. It's not. It is not what it is. This is fixable. The third is a lot of you just have lazy agents. Um, at the end of the day, your agent's the only one that can fix this. And it absolutely is fixable. That leads me into my next slide, I think. Is it fixable? Yes. I know of no less than 26 unique strategies that have proven to be very effective in reducing your experience modification factor. Is it hard work? Absolutely. But if I'm earning 5%, 10%, 15% commission off of every dollar that you spend on insurance as an agent, I need to be doing that hard work. So, how many of you are hearing about this for the first time? That's the first question I want to ask you to ask yourself. Because if you have no idea what your mod is or how it works, you are absolutely being taken advantage of by your broker. And that has to stop. And if you do know what your mod is, how many of you were told that it's fixable? It's fixable. Some of the things that we do that have a high impact, like calculation errors. A lot of times we go in and we audit the calculation that was used to come up with your mod and we find out it was wrong. Or simple things, people dismiss how effective something like return to work can be. Because I've been working with contractors for so long, like I can put return to work programs in place for you that get your injured employees back to work, which means the amount of the claim for their injury is going to go down and it's going to impact your mod. And my process is turnkey for that. Loss reserve reduction. A lot of times we look at the claims that were issued for these and we're like, that's ridiculous. I was dealing with a company not too long ago where an employee rolled their ankle and the carrier was trying to say that that was $1 million claim. That's ridiculous. I've never seen a rolled ankle go in. It's just a sprained ankle for $1 million. Well, that $1 million claim is going into the mod calculation, and it killed that company's mod. So who's fighting to make sure that $1 million claim for a rolled ankle is not sitting on your loss runs? And a root cause of loss analysis. Not every type of claim has the same impact on your mod. Some types of claims are going to make your mod go up quicker than other types of claims. And knowing this will help you to know where to spend your attention. But these are just like 4 out of the dozens of opportunities that are available for you to drive your mod down. You can't do these things on your own. Like I said, it's fixable. And if your agent is worth what you pay them, they should already be taking care of this for you so that you can be focused on growing your business. So, where do you go from here? Look, break free from the ineffective methods used in the past. There's a better way to manage your insurance costs. Lowering your work comp mod is just one of the many ways I can help you reduce your total cost of risk. Go to insurancecipher.com. I've got a ton of resources there. Everything is free. Everything. There's no trick to this. I'm just tired and I'm frustrated of seeing contractors being taken advantage of and half the time don't even know what's going on and thinking that they're just stuck with this. It's got to stop. Also on that website, so this is my site. I just set it up just so I can get information out to you contractors. There's a way to contact me on this website. I'm here to help. If you have questions, take advantage of it. Again, there's no trick up my sleeve. Take care for now. I'm hopeful that we're going to be speaking soon. So have a good day, folks. See you on the next one.